Hey everyone, Diavolo here, and welcome back to the spoilers that have just dropped for chapter 213 of Tokyo Revengers. If you guys are new around here and want to keep up to date with the latest spoilers for Tokyo Revengers and more, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and also leave a like on the video, as it really helps out with the algorithm. I've also got a membership now starting from like $2.70 US. If anyone is interested, you'll be like given access to a variety of different things, including membership polls, which will influence, I guess, what is uploaded on the channel in the future. But enough of that, let's get into these spoilers. So chapter 212 left off obviously with properly introducing us to a bunch of people from Brahmin and also the Rokuhara Tandai gang. We were, I guess, reintroduced to Kakucho, the number 2 and 3 of the Rokuhara Tandai, which were the Hashani brothers, and also the number 4 and 5, which was Mochizuku Kanji and Madarame Shion, who was the 9th generation captain of the Black Dragons. And from there, I guess, we were introduced to more of Akashi from Brahmin and obviously Kawaragi Senju, who showed up at the last minute of the chapter and managed to land some kind of like Mikey-esque kick onto Toronto South, the leader of the Rokuhara Tandai. So we had the confrontation of the two leaders of both of these gangs finally meeting each other, and a lot of people obviously were suspecting that this is going to break out into an all-out fight this week between Brahmin and the Rokuhara Tandai, mainly because of things that were said throughout the last chapter, like let's do this from Kawaragi at the end of the chapter, pretty much saying that they're going to fight. But it appears that it's not exactly going to be this way throughout this chapter. Apparently, it's going to start off with Brahmin still trying to recruit Takemichi. So obviously, Kawaragi and Takemichi are standing opposite each other at the moment, so there's probably going to be a bit more dialogue between them starting off the chapter, and it'll lead from there. I don't know what they'll talk about, but they might talk about the fact that Takemichi is now the, supposed leader of the Black Dragons, according to, Inyupe, because he was made the leader of the Black Dragons through him, the vice president at the time. But something that's really cool this chapter is that a bunch of the first generation founders of the Black Dragons appear, which is just awesome, and they're a part of Upper Brahmin. So we're going to be getting introduced to these, first generation founders of the Black Dragons, which might be, I guess, like Mikey and his group of Toman friends. They might be all close like that in a similar way, and Sano wanted them to, have their own kind of good future, kind of like how Takemichi wants the Toman guys and Mikey to have their own kind of good future. It could have been the same way with Sano, which we'll never know unless it's explained to us throughout this chapter, but it's saying that they're an upper part of Brahmin, so I'm assuming that it's going to be something similar to probably what's just happened in 212, with them revealing a bunch of the division leaders. We've got 1 through 5, with Kakucho being the top dog. I'm assuming that is the number 1 division leader, or maybe it's just a top dog and we haven't been introduced to the number 1 division leader yet, from memory anyway. If I'm wrong, someone please correct me in the comment section, as sometimes I'll get things wrong when I'm recording these videos. There's a lot of it's just off the head when I'm talking, apart from the bullet points I've got written down that I'm going to go over and the spoilers that I've been given on my screen, obviously. Before I get into lastly what I've been given for these spoilers, I kind of want to think about here Dracon as well. So Dracon has also tried to be scouted by the Rokuhara Tandai, by Toronto South himself. So I'm assuming that Dracon definitely isn't going to team up with them. If anything, I assume that Dracon's probably going to follow Takemichi into the Black Dragons, if Takemichi creates them again, that is. And I can see that happening heavily. If Takemichi is, swayed into joining Brahmin, I could see it possibly growing into Takemichi getting these guys all on his side and maybe creating the original Black Dragons, and Takemichi really embodying, who Mikey's brother truly was, and running the original Black Dragons, being Mikey's brother himself pretty much. I think that would be something that would snap Mikey out of this dark impulses and realize that maybe the thing that led him into these dark impulses initially, with his brother dying, isn't all that bad, maybe, with Takemichi being around, because Takemichi is his brother almost reincarnate in some kind of way. I don't know if you'll kind of fuck with that idea. Let me know down below if you do or not. I think it's kind of cool if Takemichi did take that path and recreates the original Black Dragons with all these old founders. I'm wondering though if there's anything that Akashi's done with Sano that needs to be brought up. There might have been bad blood between them at the end, because there seemed like there may have been, the way that Kikucho was speaking towards him. I'm not too sure, but I'd like to know if like Akashi's trying to, I guess, do the right thing by save Mikey in some kind of way. That'd be cool. And like I guess I've been saying, this entire chapter is completely focused on introducing these guys, these new, I guess, first generation Black Dragon members that we haven't been introduced to before. I think we've seen the silhouettes for maybe some of them in a flashback of Mikey remembering Sano, but I think that's about it. And it seems like the pace for the manga is slowing down now, which is huge when you think about it in terms of like how quickly it had been moving up to this point. But I guess maybe if it is slowing down, it's not so much of a bad thing. We don't want this last arc to, you know, just be done instantly. So it would be great if there was a lot to it, and I could see a lot of different things happening with this slowing down, and I guess each side kind of being at a stalemate, and possibly maybe in a chapter or two, because, you know, Tokyo Revengers chapters are never too long. They're only ever 15 pages or so, or around that mark. Maybe in a chapter or two, Mikey and his group showing up, and it just being a big stalemate, and all of them kind of backing off from trying to recruit Takemichi and Dracon. That could be an option. I'm not too sure. I kind of see at the moment Takemichi joining Brahman. I just feel like it kind of fits with especially a bunch of these Black Dragon members appearing. It would be awesome for Takemichi to just, you know, take command and end up becoming someone like Mikey's brother that, you know, Mikey can look up to even more and want to be exactly like. So yeah, that'd be really cool. That'd be really cool. I don't know. What do you guys think of these spoilers? Make sure you drop a comment down below, because, you know, I love replying to all the comments that you guys chuck down there, and some of the amazing theories and ideas that you have given me have been absolutely awesome. So I can't thank you all enough for that. But if you guys have enjoyed the video and want to keep up to date with the latest Tokyo Revengers spoilers, Jujutsu Kaisen, One Piece and more, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and also leave a like on the video, as it does really help out with the algorithm and pushes my content to new people, which helps me out more than you guys could imagine. But if you do want to help me out even more than that and support me financially by joining my membership group Patreon, then I'll leave a link to that down in the description of this video below. And I just want to say thank you as well to everyone who's subscribed recently. We're about to hit 2.5k, as I'm pretty sure we're going to hit 2.5k tomorrow at the moment with the way things are going. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who has stuck around and supported me recently. But for now, it's been your professional degenerate, Diavolo, and I'll catch you all in a bit.